Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at Rakdos Sacrifice because a lot of the parts are still around for it, which means we can play this going into the new standard rotation. And obviously we're looking for a few small things to fill in some gaps, but we may not even need them really if you want to build this and still be competitive now and wait for another week or two till we get into playing Dominaria. So let's go hop in and see what this whole Rakdos Sacrifice thing might look like once we get rid of some old cards. As always, if you'd be so kind and to join the channel if you want to support me and get some cool videos like the cool video we just sent out to some of the members yesterday, go ahead and hit that join button. Be much appreciated. Also, if you want to get any supplies to protect all your stuff, check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn and you'll save 5%. Okay, so this deck actually is going to look a lot like what you expect. So we're not going to spend too much time going over the cards because if you've seen this deck, you've probably seen all the cards. Right, so we've got 4 Experimental Synthesizer. I think this is important just to help us dig down and find key answers late in the game. Also, it makes a body, which is pretty good. Then we've got 4 Voldaren Epicures, making some extra artifacts for us to sacrifice, so we like that. 4 Voltage Surge, as we have a ton of artifacts. 3 Infernal Grass, 2 Tenacious Underdog. And we're only playing the underdogs as kind of like, I don't know, for versatility later in the game, help us find some cards, have some flash creatures to maybe, get after the board if for whatever reason the opponent sweeps it or something. Like, just give us some options. And it's a good early body too, so we don't mind that. We've got 2 Sanguine Statuette, and we do have enough things that make blood tokens, so we at least want to give this a shot, see what we can do with it. And it produces another artifact on its own. Then we have Sakinzan Smelter, which is super sweet. This is probably going to end up being one of our main kill conditions, just because we have so many things that make artifacts. You can turn them into 3/1s, which is great. Blood Tithe Harvester, obviously doing its work, as we've seen in a lot of decks. Oni Cult Anvil, this is one of the key cards in this deck, actually, right? Being able to sacrifice something, make 1/1s, and kind of keep that whole cycle going while draining your opponent. Then we have 3 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. You could probably play 4 of this one. I just feel like with everything going on and where we're going to want to pay some mana to use the smelters and whatever, we're not always going to have great spots to cast this or use it. So I'm just going with 3 for now. And then we're going to play 2 Ob Nixilis just because this is another finisher where if you've already nickeled and dimed your opponent down low enough, the +1 on this is actually pretty big. And then we have 3 Meathook Massacre because, well, if you're sacrificing things, you're going to be draining your opponent, right? Lands are pretty easy. We've got 6 Swamps, a Takenuma, 6 Mountain, 1 Sakinzan, 4 Bloodfell Caves, and 4 Haunted Ridge. Now, at this point, we do already know that Dominaria is at least going to give us the Pain Lands, which we could replace the Bloodfell Caves with, which is huge. But other than that, I haven't really looked at the set enough to know if there's anything we can fill in here. But let's go ahead and play this version as it is, and then I will let y'all enjoy those games. I'll catch up with you at the end of the video and we'll talk about was there anything we wanted to change or anything we wanted to look for going into Dominaria. Okay, this seems fine. Nothing too special here. Sort of what we expect this to be. I guess we go ahead and play this tapped because this one we at least can have untapped on turn 3. Okay, opponent didn't do anything there. They've got some blue mana, so kind of trying to decide. I think I want to go ahead and we don't really have any artifacts to sacrifice that yet, though. Though next turn we could with an Epicure. All right, let's go for it. Get it down while it's harder to counter. I mean, if they just can destroy it, they can destroy it, Okay, we try this. And I think we just go ahead and sack that, since we have to only get the creature on our turn. And then I think I'm just going to pass here and see if we can get them. If they want to do something with the Shakedown Heavy, they try to do it, and then we sneakily kill the Heavy. It doesn't look like that's going to be a thing, though. Even if we get them to, counter the grass, we can still kill it next turn with a Surge, so, meh. Let's see what the opponent's up to. Just a Shambling Gas, okay. It's not what I expected. I'm gonna sacrifice it, I guess. This is weird. So are they gonna... okay, I'm gonna let this play out, even though I should just kill the Shakedown Heavy here. I'm wondering if they're getting that to get green to try to play a fight rigging here. Is what that feels like. Yep, that's exactly what they were doing. Okay, cool. Let the rigging happen. And then we'll just kill the heavy. Alright. And the reason I use that to kill it is... just what just happened. If we didn't draw land, I was going to be able to just play that, and we can still leave up a Voltage Surge. Alright, let's sack this. Alright, end the turn. What else you got? And we can take out another heavy. Valky. Yeah, alright. I mean, kind of is what it is. Meh. And they're going to spend the mana to transform it, and then we still just kill it with the Voltage Surge. Alright. That's nifty. Alright, we'll sack this. Play that. And end the turn. Yeah, okay. That was systematic. Sure, we'll keep this. Not a lot going on with this hand, but I'm down for it. Okay. Alright, we're starting out slow here. I mean, we're probably not going to run the Smelter out there, because that's just bad, right? I mean, I guess we throw the Smelter out there if we need to throw bait for something to die, because the Anvils are definitely much better for us. So if we're not sure, I mean, I guess we could run the Smelters. Alright, there's a chance they have counters. They're probably just going to shoot the Smelter, though, I would think. You let it resolve and shoot it. No, they want to use a Disruption on it. Alright, maybe they figure they're not going to get value on Disruption the rest of the way. Or they're tapping out every turn. Okay, well, that's interesting. Alright, let's try this. See what other type of counters they have. Alright. Actually, this is fine. If they're going to deplete their hand, you know, just to try to counter everything here, I guess that's fine. Okay, well, that's a way to replenish some things. Did tap their blue mana, though. Not to say they won't find some here. Okay, they got a Disruption that, I guess, yeah, is just going to become a land. So let's see what we find here. Obnixilis, maybe? No, not Obnixilis, but we will play that. And I think we're just going to go with this. So that takes away the risk of us losing stuff to disruptions and whatnot. Problem is, our hand's actually fairly light here now. I mean, Oni Cult's good, obviously, with an artifact out. But outside of that, not a lot of action here. Yeah. We can want to. I mean, I guess we could try to meat hook for 4. I don't think the odds are high, but we might need to go for it. So we need to keep one of the lands. That's probably all we can do. Unfortunately, there's just a land on top. Alright. We'll try. I mean, if they got it, they got it. Okay, they don't. So we're still playing Magic for the time being. I mean, they have plenty of mana and 4 cards, so there's no telling what's about to happen. But the thing we do know, there's not like a make disappear or anything like that, because they would have just played it. So that gives us some reasonable value to look forward to on the coming turns. Alright, 3 unknown cards. One of which is a Titan. Yep, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Interestingly, though, they didn't destroy any of our things. So that's something. Let's go with this first, I guess. I don't know if I want to sack this and make a 2/2. Especially with this out. If we make it 2/2 and then I play this, we could block the 4. Oh, we wouldn't be able to do that. But we would have a 1/1 we could chump with. That's something. I think we're going to do this. And see if maybe we find something good. Nope, that was not something good. Serviceable, but definitely not what I would call good. That doesn't help too much here anyway. I mean, I guess we could play that, but I don't know what we're really getting out of it. I'd rather just go with this, I guess. Alright. And we'll end the turn. Sadly, we're probably going to have to try to chump with a 1/1 to see if maybe we can get that shield off the big guy. But that could put us in danger of losing, so we have to see where this goes. What we really need to do is draw something else that has a treasure. That would be the game plan. Or not a treasure, a blood token, but that didn't happen. So we can play another one. We could sack both to kill like 4/4. It's actually twice the number, huh? Alright, I guess here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to hope we have something with blood tokens on top. Is that the play? And that was definitely not it. So now what do we do? Play this guy? Opponent's only at 9 though, so this is actually real. I mean, we could block with enough things. I mean, we could also try to kill Titan by copy, block with a bunch of stuff. We're at 9 though. The opponent meat hooks for 2. What does that look like? Well, they don't have a meat hook. I mean, if they like... I was just thinking it's possible they could have burn down the house. What are we looking to do here? All right. Oh, wait. We already sacked the things. We're not going to get another body. We just drained them for 1. Do I want to copy an underdog? I guess we just wait and try to copy on the block. I mean, I can't really think of anything else here. I mean, if they get us, they get us. There's not a lot we can do about it, unfortunately. This is kind of just one of those scenarios. They discarded lands here. I mean, if they get a dragon, we might just be dead. Truthfully. A braid? Sure, we'll copy this tutor. All right, opponent goes to 14. All right, this means they don't have anything because they don't even want to put their Titan at risk here. So that's actually really good news for us. Yeah, them having mana doesn't make us happy, but like, meh. What are we going to do about it? All right, so they're just coming with it. They're going to get some trample damage from the Titan, so that's actually not a bad overall play for them. Well, what I think we're going to do is block token creature, well, 3/2, 1/1, and 3/2 on the Titan. And then we'll put a 2/2 in front of the 2/2 and take 4/5 ultimately. 2, 4, 5. Actually, we're going to take 7 would go to 2. Ooh, that's not nice. That's not nice. Might be what we have to do, though. I don't love this at all. We're going to take 6. We go to 3, actually. That's better than 2. All right. I'm in. And we get to kill 2 of their things, so we'll also gain 2. So there's that. Let's see where that leaves us. All right, so they have some active spell here. Or maybe they're just sizing up what to kill. I don't know. All right. Okay, that's the good news. Because if they had anything to remove a blocker, we'd probably die there. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. We don't even have to give up the Harvester now. Now the question is, can we risk going to 3? All right, we'll definitely sack one of these. All right. Why not? All right, opponent's going to lose another life. We get a card. We pass. Hopefully it's not a trample attacker. And then this is going to be a point of damage. That's a point of damage. This is damage. So we might just have done it. Yeah. I was going to sack and then play and sack. Yep. Okay, we're going to keep this. Our lands are a little slow, but not bad enough for us to want to throw it back. All right, let's see what they do here on turn 2. Good news is we at least have a removal for something. We definitely need it for that. Also tells us we're going to have to find some other removal, or I don't know if we're going to be able to even try to win this. Because the Angels, I assume, is a tough matchup for this deck, unless we draw, like, Infernal Grasp or something. All right, there's a Valkyrie. At least it wasn't the problem, the bigger problem. Let's open with this. Okay, we'll play that land, and we'll play this. All right, here comes another Angel. Nope, they're just going to exile our Duder. Oh. Oh, not even. They're just going to give us a card. Okay. All right. How do we want to finagle this one? I think... We could pay to sack this, but then we wouldn't be able to kill that. We can... I guess this is all we can really do. I want to be able to kill a relevant creature here with decline. We'll set that up next turn. Elspeth, sure. Gonna go looking for a big angel, I'm assuming. Oh, targeting that. Well, it definitely will kill that then. Sure. Alright, they left Elspeth's shields down here for a moment. Now, does the 3/1... It has haste. Alright, good. So we can... we don't have enough mana for that. Oh, actually, we get to play a land. So we could play this. Sack one of the things. How do we want to go about such things? Just trying to think about the best way we could spend our mana here. We need 1 to sacrifice, and we need 1 to sacrifice, right? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and this gives us 1. Is that correct? Looks correct. Because that produces one. Then we go ahead, play a land, play this. So then we'll get 2 triggers from those. Giving up value here because we won't be able to play whatever we get from this card. But that's okay. I mean, it's just like necessary for us to do what we're trying to do. These 2 attack there, this attacks here. All right. Now we've cleared things down a little bit. Ooh, that's a problem. At least it's only 3 toughness, so they don't get to block our 3/1s efficiently. But this does become an ugly racing type. Ooh. Ooh, how now, brown cow? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some groove in it. Okay. More thinking. We could Ob Nixilis, sacrificing one of these, which is great. We could play both of these and have a harvester set up to kill something. Then try to Ob Nixilis next turn. This could also become a 3/3 when we attack. Wow. Man, a meat hook would have been saucy here. Alright. I think the plan is decline, decline. Might as well attack with those. Oh, the opponent actually didn't block. Left us a body. So that changes things a little bit on what we may want to do. I don't know. Maybe we're going to do the same thing. All right, end the turn. Also, if we find another like Epicure or whatever, we can just kill the Youthful Valkyrie, so that's like reasonable as well. But this is not the most pleasant potential racing situation that we're in. I feel like if we find a meat hook, we might still be able to pull some shenanigans off, but this is going to be a tight one. All right, our turn. Come on. Epicure or Harvester? Man, it still might be an Epicure or Harvester. Hold on. Oh. This is interesting. Because now they know we have a meat hook, so they may not want to block. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter because we can only meat hook for 2. So we still can't kill the Valkyrie, right? So that's not the... Actually... Ooh, if we sack the Harvester, though, then they can't block with the Valkyrie. Oh my gosh, there's so many things going on here. Okay. This gives -X, -X. We can give this -4. And then just meat hook for 2, but then they have Angels left, so that's not good. We don't want to do that. If we have Nixilis, they'll obviously spend some attack going after Ob Nixilis. But right now they have 12 in the air. Having a hard time deciding what to do. Because if we sacrifice one of these, this becomes a creature. You know what? Gosh, dang it. Why is this so difficult? All right. Off with this. Go to the attack step. Auto pay. We're going to sack one of these. Take the action. Turn it into a body. We're going to auto pay. Sack this. See if we can find an Infernal Grasp. We did! Sick! Sick! Whew, almost ran out of time, too. Oh, so gross. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, the opponent's going to go first with here. I think we obviously are keeping this one. There's really not a lot to say otherwise. And even if we don't get a land, we have several options on turn 2. We could set up these things. If we do find a red land, we could set this up and leave mana open. So there's a lot of things. Okay, let's keep it. All right. With the Gold Hound. This looks like some of my shenanigans. Can't be too mad at it, though. I can appreciate that. Nope, this is not, because they're playing blue-reds. This is something else altogether different. Okay, dropping an early Fable. Now, this is where it gets a little tough, right? Because we didn't draw land. And if you're sacking things to ramp, you must really want that out there, so don't give them the opportunity. Need an untapped land pretty bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not what we want to see. All right, we need to not miss land here. Okay, that helps quite a lot. Let's play this. And we'll play this. All right. So that's something. We do know they have a spell pierce, so we have to keep that in mind when we're talking about stuff like Obnixilis or Meathook Massacre. So that is a thing. We have to be very careful about that. Now what's cute here is they can give, yeah, exactly, Reflections haste and then copy the Wandering Mind, which is kind of cool. It's a neat little trick. Yep, and that still leaves them mana open to use the Spell Snare. So, like, well done, opponent. That's actually really good. Mad respect. Oh, interesting. They're leaving shields down. So they're just in a racing situation. They're figuring they can get enough cards that they don't have to give a damn about what we're doing. And they're not totally wrong, to be honest. So, let's... I don't have other removal cards in hand, so if I even want to attempt to kill that, I kind of have to just play this. Ah, man, that's unfortunate. That doesn't leave us much to do this turn, unfortunately. Ugh. Okay, well, not a lot we can do. Okay. Alright, end the turn. They didn't bounce our Harvester, which is kind of nice. I don't know if they have a way to remove it or not. We'll find out. But we're definitely going to have to take at least one more hit from this flyer. Which is a little disappointing. But it appears that the opponent doesn't have mana. So if we wanted to try to get a Meathook off or whatever next turn, this is going to be our shot. Oh, that is going to give them some mana, though, unfortunately. Yeah. Good call. Interesting that they move the Rabid Batter instead of just copying the Shaman and attacking with it. But it's all good. Sure. I don't think we want to block. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's better there. I mean, either way, we're not going to get to cast the Meathook for sure. Possibly could get away with the Obnixilis here. I mean, unless we just want a Meathook for one, but that doesn't do anything. Do we even care that they're piling up the treasure? It's probably just bad for us anyway. I feel like we're not in a good way here. Alright. I don't love it, but if we're going to attack anyway and it's going to chump block something, we might as well do what we can. Yeah, okay. Well, now that creates the other situation that we can now Meathook that I wasn't really thinking we could pull off, but sure. Guess at that point, we just attack. Yeah. They still end up with a rabid battery, so that's not great, but is what it is. Alright, opponent goes to 8. Huh. Now I'm thinking about other things, right? They're at 8. If we synthesizer, can we also cast Obnixilis? Is that worth enough to us with the opponent being so low? I think I'm going to try it. Even though I'm openly admitting here that Meathook is the better play. I just kind of want to go down this line of thought and see what happens. Okay, a land I probably should have waited to play my land if I'd have thought about this line of questioning along the way, but we didn't. So I'm acknowledging we're likely just losing both of these Obnixilises.
I don't need respect, just obedience by coin or carnage. Tribute is owed.
All right.
Go ahead.
Interesting. They wanted to keep both of those. All right. Cool. Would have been nice to have the additional land because we know we're staring at a Spell Pierce, but meh. The plan here is hopefully... Ooh, Calamity Bear. Alright, well, I guess we're dead. GG's. Okay, we're keeping. Gonna rock and roll with this. And this isn't too bad. This is all reasonable lines of play we can see here. Having 2 removal cards is kind of nice. Gives us a little flexibility on what to do when we decide to play a Fable. So we'll see. And this is a hand that's actually not bad because depending, even whatever deck we're up against, these cards all do something. So that's kind of nice too. All right, we'll start with one of these. And the opponent wants to kill our dude. Fantastic. See, I kind of like when opponents do that because it tells us they are really afraid of, like, everything. So now I sort of know, like, everything's a threat. Because they didn't even wait for us to have a better creature. They're just like, nah, no damage for you. They didn't even wait for us to attack and see if they want to try to kill it. So that feels meaningful as well.
Never see me. It's like your defenses.
You know, at some point, that kind of became the meta move, if you want to call it that, where you start just making the 1/1 there. I'm tempted to not... I'm going to submit 0. I actually want all my mana here, because I want to just kill this so we don't have to worry about it. And then we're going to attack, make treasure. Play this, because we still get some value out of it later. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just play this. And just, if you got a Meathook, you got a Meathook. That's fine. We'll live with the consequences. We'll have 2 creatures next turn anyway. One from the Fable flipping and then from the Harvester at the very least. Or we get the option to just replay Underdog out of the graveyard. So, that's all fine. However, it was not a Meathook. So that's a nice little bonus.
I know something you don't know.
So this is going to become a 2/3, right? Because they at least drew a card. So they've got that going for them. All right. We'll admit, though, now we do have to pay attention because the Meathook is now more devastating because they will have the only creature. So that's real. Do we want to send everything at the opponent? Okay, power word kill. That's fine. That's good, too. That's another sign that they don't actually have Meathook. So we don't hate that either. Assuming they're going to kill the 2/2. That makes sense.
Oh, there will be a next time.
And then, do we sack treasure? I mean, yeah. Why not? Because I'm just thinking, like, what else are they going to do here? I don't need all of these. I'd rather just get a point from the opponent. And we're not going to get another body there, but still. I guess if I was going to do that anyway, I should have just saved the treasure. Yeah, that was just a bad sequence. Alright, opponent has 5 mana. Katose, they get to steal something. That's unfortunate. They're going to steal kill spells. Sounds great. Let us draw something to kill a Vandal here. That's what we want. That looks nothing like something to kill a Vandal. So first we're going to do this so we can kill that. And then I'm going to try to take the option to dig a little bit. Getting us a 1/1. That doesn't quite help our cause. But we're going to go ahead and attack. And if they just want to block 1/1s and take 3, we're fine with that. Well, you're not going to find me complaining. Alright. I mean, if you didn't have Meat Hook before, you probably don't have it now, so sure. I mean, they can always flash something in, I suppose, but whatever. That's pretty special, though. We're not mad about that. Yeah, let's attack and see what the opponent wants to do about it. March. Okay, well, we knew that was coming sooner or later. Sack this. Okay, they do get to gain life, unfortunately, from the March. Probably likely to just be playing Tenacious Underdog anyway next... Actually... that's fine. We'll end the turn. Interesting. Alright, we'll sack one of these. Nickel and dime ya. I mean, we're 20 life, so using Underdog's cool by us. I mean, ain't no thing. Turn a creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Probably going to get a Katose. Yep, makes sense. Yep, as you should. Oh, that's a hot one, though. That's a real hot one. We're going to pay. We will definitely pay. Get in there. In the turn? Let's see what you got, opponent. I mean, even playing one of our underdogs, I don't think does much of anything here for you. And even if it dies, it goes back to our graveyard. Yeah. So, cool. I mean, yeah, we definitely keep this. I mean, nothing else we can do with it. I mean, we don't have any removal cards in hand, which is a little bit tough, but... Ooh, against this deck, that's probably going to be very tough. If this is Boros Aggro, this is going to be a little bit tough. The only good news is, if we can get Anvil to stick, we might have some number of recursive blockers that could actually buy us enough time. So that's something we might be able to build on. I mean, all right. I guess we do this as there's some value to having a 3-power creature out right now. I was just thinking, like, if we played this, we could set up an Anvil, but, like, really, we might as well just do that next turn, because it's still 3 mana. It doesn't do us any good here. Unless we felt the need to sacrifice the actual artifact and hunt for something, but I don't think we would here. Now, if the opponent decided to use a removal here on the underdog, then we are taking 6, and that is a pretty big hit. But if they don't, it's not like the worst thing. I mean, we'd have to trade this just for the etchings, unfortunately, which means we don't get the option of getting our Tenacious Underdog back down the road. But it still might be the best thing for us. Thing is, I'm just trying to think past next turn what a good situation looks like, and I'm not totally sure what that is. Okay, it's still exiled, and then we just take our 6 here. I guess this means they don't have a creature, though, to play. So that's kind of good if we could find a removal for, say, like the Luminarch Aspirant. But I'm not even sure what that would look like. Probably a Voltage Surge would be my guess. But we kind of need to draw it right now. Is kind of where we're at, unfortunately. They have something they can do with 1 mana here, apparently. Oh, excuse me. That one caught me off guard. Okay, so we did get the Voltage Surge. So that's a thing now. Yeah, I guess we just have to do it. I mean, I can't... I'm trying to sit here and think of, like, any other logical reason we wouldn't, but... I say that. I mean, I guess we can wait to see what the opponent does on their turn and then maybe try... No, but... Some of them are still playing the thing that can let a creature be indestructible, and I don't think we want to risk that. Let's just get rid of their best thing now. And if they're stuck on lands, maybe they just can't play anything else. Because I feel if they had another Aspirant, they would have just played that last turn. So they may be waiting to play 3 and 4 mana things right now. Well, okay, that's not a 3 or 4 mana thing, but still pretty good for them. Going to 10's tough here. We need to find something that has an artifact, really. Alright, we're going to take it reluctantly. But they had the lands, so that actually worries me more, believe it or not. Huh. Yeah, them having a land here is actually way scarier because they didn't play a 3 mana thing, which means they're probably waiting to play like Raiju's or whatever in their hand, and I don't know if we have a plan for that. So we could Ob Nixilis, make a 1/1 that has some value to it, try to make the opponent discard a card, which they probably won't. And then the next turn... I mean, I don't know what we do the next turn. I mean, then we just have like a Fable. I mean, I guess we Fable up, though, anyway. That's probably still our best bet. No attacks, because we're probably going to have to chump block here just to preserve our life total. But, like, Fable here can possibly, like, create a treasure that we can sack to the Oni Cult. That could get us a life. Maybe we... Ob Nixilis, I don't know if we sacrifice a thing at that point or not. Alright, so they're using quality removal here, though. So that's actually okay. Alright, we'll block. Okay. We can get rid of 1 card here safely. I think. Oh, that's not what we wanted to draw. Damn. That hurts a lot, a lot. Ooh, that hurt so much. Okay, well, we don't have much choice. This is where we are. The only good news is we have a land that can gain a life. We also will likely have the opponent hit Ob Nixilis either with creature or damage, which means it's not coming at our face when we're at 8, so that's pretty good. Now, they might still just, I was going to say, kill our 1/1 and then come after. Oh, actually, we don't even get to kill one of their creatures because of the Kamano. Oh, so that's pretty bad. Yeah. Oh, they're not even... They're just... Whoa, really? Interesting. They came hard at that guy. All right. Is there any value of just going to 4 here? I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here. I feel like this draw was so slow and bad that we just drew way too many lands, I think, to function. But let's see. Ugh. Are we going to have to sack an anvil to an anvil? That's pretty gross. I mean, I think we have to, as much as I don't like it. I mean, it's what we got. I mean, I don't know what else to do. All right, they got their 4 mana. I'm assuming this is what they've been waiting on. Yeah, all right, we're dead. We're not coming back. Actually, hold on. Maybe there's a world. Right? I guess we could get a meat hook. We have to draw exactly a meat hook massacre, though. So let's block here. Let's block here. Let's block here. Because there's no other real blocks, right? I mean, we could block and take... Yeah, this is the best blocks. Alright, it wasn't meat hook. We're dead. That was a bad game. That was a real bad game. Huh. I mean, yeah, I guess we keep it. Like, it doesn't... It's weird, because it's like a hand that doesn't do much of anything. Like, we're really hoping to just draw, like, I don't know, probably an early Voltage Surge here. But otherwise, I don't think we're going to... I don't know, we have a meat hook, so maybe some things work out our way. We'll see. Concern here, though, could be they just make a token. Maybe they play, like, Adeline next turn. That'd be a little tough. Oh, are we on the cheap version of this? Okay. That doesn't help. I'm just thinking about this and wondering if we could Oni Cult next, like Oni Cult now, and then play this for next turn, and then have a better possibility of doing something productive. So yeah, I don't know if this goes bad, and we're gonna take at least 6 here. So there's that. I mean, nothing we can do about it. Ugh. Well, that ruins that whole plan. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Alright, well now, we're really having to hope we get lucky on hitting consecutive cards for meat hooks and or removal. Alright, that's a start. We can get rid of the 2/3, which is pretty critical here, actually. So... if we do that, then we can meat hook away the rest of the stuff next turn. So let's do that. Oh, no. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Is what it is, though. Luminarch Aspirant, great. We get to get the whole pile, one of which is an Aspirant. We like that a lot. I'm a big fan. Okay, well, we did get another Oni Cult Anvil. Interesting. Okay. For 2. Alright, we get to gain a little life back, so that buys us some time. And then we'll have enough mana to Fable and Oni Cult, so that could set up something as well. Oh, maybe we won't. There's a Spellbinder. And you're probably taking an Anvil, right? I don't know, maybe you take Fable, because our hand's not great right now, all things considered. Though we do have another meat hook. Want to protect some creatures? Maybe you take the meat hook, but we do actually have some mana already, so I don't know. This is an interesting one. Especially if they have... okay, they didn't. Interesting. Alright, let's go with this first. That doesn't particularly help us, so let's go ahead and play this and gain a life. We will run this out. And, end the turn. And there's also a chance they've been sitting on more portable holes or something, and, you know, if they have, they have. Ooh, that Adeline's not our friend. Fortunately, they didn't take our meat hook from our hand. So, while we're going to take 4 here, we will gain 3 of that life back. So, not the worst thing. Whoop. Let's not do that. Let's do this first. And do this for 4. It doesn't matter which one we keep. Wipe those out. Go back to 11. And we pass. So now we have the ability to play Fable. And that's only a mild nuisance. I mean, we don't have any type of major things in our graveyard that we're worried about protecting. Ooh, now that does create a little bit of an issue. Ooh, Smelter though. Smelter though. Hold up. All right, so we can make a Fable. We can smelt, or we could just Smelter, make a 3/1, and see what we get off of the other thing, which I kind of like. Let's do that. I feel like I like that more. Auto pay. Oh, hot. Hot, 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 hot. I mean, I guess we attack here now, right? Nah, no attacks. We're just going to kill Luminarch Aspirant, actually. I mean, because we're gaining life, we're going to be able to start turning 1/1s into 3/1s and battle against the opponent's stuff, and we're okay with that. Like, this is actually overall pretty good for us. Yeah, it's only getting progressively worse for the opponent now. Next. Don't have mana to pay for that, but we will gladly attack. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to attack with that. We'll wait. Next turn, we'll start getting in there. Just because we can, I guess we sack a 1/1 for a 1/1. All right, because I mean, every time we sack, we're getting the trigger from the meat hook as well. All right, Luminarch Aspirant, annoying, but sure. I mean, now we're just going to be looking to get the Harvester in on the act here. All right, choosing red. Sounds good. Okay. We go down to a whole 8. We might as well block. That doesn't help, so we're definitely going to get rid of this. That does help, however. Because now we can get rid of the problematic card. We can go to attacks. Turn one of these into a thing. Attack, attack, attack. Is that what we want to do? We can block, sack. Yeah. Because if they're not blocking here, like, what are they doing, you know? All right, they're just going to take it all. All right, they go to 7. Sounds good. All right, Portable Hole. Probably go after our... I mean, you got to go after our Oni call. Right? Oh, going after that? All right, cool. I mean, that kind of makes sense, too. I mean, I guess there was just a bunch of bad options for the opponent. Because they're going to end up having to block here anyway, whether they like it or not. Yeah, because even if they block and kill something, they're going to lose life to the meat hook here. Oh, that ain't bad either. And then, yeah, everybody's just going to get in there and attack. And we're so much life, there's no threat here. Like, yeah, they're dead either way. All right, not too bad. We'll take that one. All right, so it did still work, using just cards that are going to be around for the rotation. But I'm about to say something that's, I think, going to upset several of y'all, and I'm going to apologize in advance, but this wasn't fun. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it was, like, I don't know, it just felt like a lot of record keeping constantly. Like, it would just like, you know, slow down mana, pay for this, like, which, don't get me wrong, some people will enjoy that type of Magic. So I'm not saying it's a bad deck. I'm not saying you shouldn't even play it. I'm just saying for me personally, if I were going to make a recommendation, it was okay. I think there's also possibilities to get yourself in some weird situations, and obviously it doesn't have much way to deal with flyers unless you draw like your hard removal, but it's actually pretty reasonable. I mean, this deck is still going to be playable, still competitive. I think you can still play it on the ladder, and I think you'll be able to even after Dominaria comes out. And now that I'm thinking about it, there is like a new 2/1 skeleton you could play in this deck that you could just keep bringing back from the graveyard after you block with it, I guess. So like there's something like that you could do. But I don't know what else we would add yet other than the lands. But it may not need a lot is the other thing. You know, as much as we're going to be looking for tools to add to it, maybe we just don't need many. Maybe we have everything we need for the most part. But we could keep our eyes open to see what other artifacts come around as well, which could be helpful. And maybe we go into a full set of smelters, because that ended up being one of the best cards in the deck. So yeah, if you like this deck, I say still go ahead and play it. It's still playable, still quite good, and there's going to be a lot of options moving forward. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Disciple of the Vault. And I bring this one up because one, the card would have been fantastic in a deck like what we played today. But surprisingly, this card recently got reprinted in Double Masters, and the reprint is actually worth more than the original. Now, that being said, neither one is crazy expensive. If you want the old one, it's like $1, and the new one's like $1.25 to $1.50. But this is another one of those uncommons that actually falls in the spot of not really being bulk. So whenever you go to buy collections or even going through your own collection, this is the type of card that you actually find on buy lists for anywhere from like 20 cents to 50 cents, whereas you might just overlook it. So you might have some easy money and some disciples if you go digging through your stuff. And if you like today's deck or today's video, check out my other ones that we have for the whole Dominaria standard that's coming up. You can go play some standard 2023 stuff and be ready to go whenever Dominaria drops. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.